boy named Ashil, who was very hardworking and did all of his homework on time. Unfortunately, he was often alone at home, as his parents were always busy at work. Ashil had a babysitter named Jia. One day, Jia proposed to Ashil that they should go to the garden behind the house. He agreed and they went outside. As it was a windy day, they decided to fly kites and proceeded to have a lot of fun.
The project is meant to enable learners to let loose their creativity through a variety of stories. But not just any story. These learners, coming from a few primary school and secondary pilot schools, have written stories that truly symbolize the various colors of our rainbow nation. These stories thus are a reflection of our culture and traditions, which have been passed down to our younger generation by our forefathers.
It is with much pleasure and excitement that I welcome you here today for the launch of Dussau's African Children's Stories collection for Mauritius, an impressive collection of stories written by some of the children here to promote Mauritius' rich culture and reading in schools. What makes these stories so much more interesting and special is that they are written by children for children. I cannot think of a better way to preserve the rich cultures that are found throughout Africa and the Indian Ocean, while at the same time promoting reading as this project. And that is why, when Dussau first approached the High Commission to invite us to become a partner in this wonderful project, we didn't think twice about providing the financial support needed through our small grants program.
Whatever path you took, it's a vital path for sharing your knowledge, your thinking with other children. I'm sure you all have great quality teachers, but no matter how good your teachers are, children actually spend a lot of time learning from other children. And so the process we're engaged in of capturing children's stories and then sharing them is one way of helping that process of children educating other children.
We've been working in 4 schools, and in fact today the first collection represents 3 schools. And we're really thrilled about the Royal Rivet, Morka, and also the Richards School. And those stories come from, as you know, children's imagination and their life experience. And one of the stories is about a kangaroo and a koala. So I've spent time in all of the schools working with the teachers and the children, telling them a little about Australia. So they listened clearly. So it's wonderful having that integration of international understanding. There's an MOU that's being finalised now between Dussau Foundation and the Minister for Education, and our aim is to train teachers, so it's a systematic approach, so that the teachers not only encourage children to write stories, but we use the stories that have been written from Mauritius and across many African countries as a teaching and a learning tool. So students understand about geography, culture, tradition, and as well as that they learned, as you saw today, reading with expression, having fun with words, and being able to use relevant material, because a lot of schools across Africa don't have learning materials that are written by children for children, and often they're written by European influences, and we want you to be able to hear each other's stories. I don't have a strategy for libraries, but yes, and I will talk to the High Commissioner, because they belong in school libraries so the community can be engaged. And the other thing is we want schools to have programs where we invite the elders, people with the colour hair that I have. So we want the children to invite their grandparents and the senior citizens to tell their stories. Because what's happening is Africa, including Mauritius, is being urbanised, then we're losing oral tradition. So if schools can become the hub of listening and sharing oral tradition, I think it will change respect and also make sure those stories are captured forever.